Hello everyone, this is Suresh from Azure ADB. Today our topic is how to add fields to an empty struct type. So first what we'll do is first we'll import required functions like struct type, struct field and our data types. So first what I'm doing, first I'm trying to create an empty data frame with and without schema. So for that, what I'm doing, so first I'm defining an empty struct type. So schema equal to struct type, and inside that I'm keeping empty. So normally we'll mention struct field with different columns and data types, but here I'm keeping empty struct type. So later what I'm doing, I'm creating data frame spark dot create data frame. I'm passing data as empty list and schema I'm defining as struct type. So that means my data is empty and data types also empty. That means schema also empty. So if I try to display this particular data frame, see I'm getting tables are empty and data types are empty. Means schema is empty. See here, this df underscore empty. So table is created, but we don't have any columns and we don't have any data. Next, we have three methods to add fields to empty schema. So first, what we can do is we can add fields using dot add method. So if you want to add data to this empty struct type, so we have to use this dot add method. So for that, first what I'm doing, I'm defining schema equal to struct type. That means creating an empty struct type. So on top of that, I'm adding fields to this particular schema. So what I'm doing, schema dot add. That means for this schema, I'm adding first field is name. Name of the column is name, and that particular column data type is string type and true. And second column name is age and data type is integer type. So this is one method. So that means each and every column we can add one by one. So next one is add multiple fields at once by chaining dot add method. So that means struct type. This is our empty struct type and I'm adding dot add and I'm mentioning column type and data type. And I'm adding one more add and inside that I'm mentioning another column and data type. So here I'm defining separately. So here in single line, doing like this chain method. So there is one more method is like, and method 3 is create struct fields separately and build struct type. So that means in our regular method, normally what we'll do, we'll define all the fields in one list. So that means by using struct field. So all the fields we are defining like this in one list. So this is my one field name and this is my other field name. That means this one column and this is one column. So on top of that, I am using struct type and inside struct type, I am passing these fields. So there are three methods we can use it to add fields to an empty struct type. So first we'll see with one method. So what I'm doing, first I'm defining schema as empty struct type. That means creating an empty struct type. On top of that, what I'm doing, I'm adding fields to the schema. So that means this particular table, I have two columns. One is name and age. So first I'm adding name column to schema. That means to this empty struct type, I'm using add method dot add and I'm mentioning column type and relevant data type and I'm mentioning condition true. And adding one more column by using dot add and column name is age and data type is integer type, and this is true. If I try to print this schema, that means this one, so initially it is empty. After adding these fields, now my schema is like this. See struct type, and inside that I have one struct field that is name, and I have one more struct field that is age. So that means whatever I defined here now, that is coming here. So this is equivalent to like this. So whatever I defined here now, so like this. So for easy understanding. So next, creating data frame using schema. So that means here I'm using spark.create data frame. So here my data is empty list, and schema I'm defining schema list. So here what is schema list? That is this one. That means now my schema is this one. So struct type with two column names. So that I am passing here. So now what I will get is these two columns will generate here, and that relevant columns name is a string type and age is integer. Since I passed data as empty list, so here I'm not getting any data. So that is 0 rows. So next what I'm doing, add fields one by one using dot add method. So if you see here up to here, this is same. First creating an empty struct type and then adding the fields. Now what I'm doing, earlier we created empty list data, we created empty list here. So now what I'm doing, I am creating data with some data. See here, my data is a list of elements. See, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 records I have. So these 5 records I'm passing here, and my schema list is same, that is this. So now if you see, my schema is matching. So name. So in this first one is name string type, and second one is age integer type, this one. Okay, so it follows all these records. Now if you see, my columns are name and age, and respective data is filled. So this is second one. So next third, what we can do is add multiple fields using a list of struct fields. So that is this one. So in list, we are adding our fields. So I have two fields, that means two columns I have. So those I'm adding here in the form of struct field. And here I'm calling struct type. And inside that I'm calling this list of fields. So now my schema is ready, and I'm defining data here, and later I'm using spark.create data frame, and this is my data and my schema is this one. So we'll get same result as earlier. See, name is string type, age is integer. See here we are getting name and age column, and we are passing here 5 records. So those 5 records we are getting here. Next, what we can do is we can try to pass some nested structure. So for nested structure, first what I'm doing, I'm creating empty struct type. First, I'm trying to add these two fields, okay, as we added earlier, name and age. So their data types is string type and integer types. So these are all direct columns, string and integer types. Next, what I'm doing, I'm trying to add array type column. So array type, and what is the data type? Data type of this array, that is string type. So this is one column, that is languages at school. And next, by using dot add languages at work. So here what I'm doing, I'm using map type. So how you can define map type? So we need to pass two data types inside here. Why we need to pass here? Map type, it is equivalent to dictionary. That means key value pair. So my key data type is string type, and my value data type is string type, and I'm passing as true. So similar way, there is one more column, properties, and this is also map type, and here I'm passing two data types. So here, yeah, key value pair. So here, so in this map type, I'm passing both key and value as string types. And this map type, I'm passing key as string type and value as integer type. And at the end, what I'm doing, I'm adding nested structure. So my address is nested structure, and this schema is address underscore schema that I mentioned here by using struct type. And by inside that, I'm adding three fields. One is a street, city, and pin code. Now we'll compare with our data, how I defined these data types. Our first one is name, that is string type. If you see here, this is string and this column is name. Okay, so name is string type. And the second one is age integer type. That is this one, age integer type. Next, what we have array type. And what is the data type? String type. So array type means it is list. It will start with square brackets. Okay, so since I mentioned array type as string type, that means inside of array, how many records you'll pass? All the records will be of string type. Okay, so this array of string. Next, my data type is map type. Since I already discussed it is equivalent to dictionary, that's why it's starting with flower bracket, ending with flower bracket. And this is key value pair. And first record, if you see here, see key, this is key, and this is value. So here we define map type, both string type, key and value as string type. If you see here, domain, gas. So both are string type. And here also branch, IT, both are string type. And designation, DE, so this also string type. Next, what we have, map type, and key is in string type, value is integer type. Since it is a dictionary map type and it is equivalent to dictionary of key value pair, my key is string type. So I have string here and my value is integer type. So I have integer 25. So similarly, this also key value pair, string and integer, and here also string and integer. And my final thing is nested structure. So that is column name is address and my schema is address underscore schema. And if you see here, this is list of elements, list of fields. So we have street. First, if you see column is street and this data type is string type. And if you see here, see this is street and data type is string. And similar way here, city, that is data type is string type, and see here Bangalore, this is city and this is string type. And similar way, the last one is pin code, that is integer type. So this is my pin code and this is integer type. So like this, in similar format, I added around 5 records. So up to here, this is one record, and from here to here one record. And if you compare with this schema, so all are similar. How I explained with first record, so all are equivalent to these remaining records. Second record and third record, and from here to here this is fourth record, and from here to here this is fifth record. And finally, I'm using spark.create data frame. I'm passing this data, this whole data I'm passing here, and my schema is schema list underscore nested. That is this one. So here what I'm doing, schema list underscore nested, schema list. That means for this whole schema, I'm adding final nested one, address. So if I, after passing these things, see my result is, see first name and age is string and integer. See here, this one, string and integer. And my third column is this one, list, array of array. See here, this coming as array, array of string. And if you expand this, see we have with square brackets, if you try to expand this, so this array has 3 elements inside this, and you can see their respective index 0, 1, and 2. So similar way, you can see all the records. So this also 0, 1, 2. And similar way, if you check here, this we have only two records, two elements inside array, 0 and 1. So here 0, 1, 2. So this is array of string. And third one, that is this one, languages at work. If you see this, since this is map type, and since this is a dictionary key value pair type, and if you see here, my first record is domain gas. See here, we are getting record as domain gas. So here, domain gas. And second one is branch IT designation DE. So similar way, you can expand all this like this. So if you see data type here, map type, and our key is string, and value is string. So next we'll come to this one. This also map type, but this is languages at work. This one, properties. So key is a string type, value is integer type. If you check this one, see here, this is a dictionary with key value pair. And if you see dictionary data type, map, and the key is string, value is integer. If you try to expand, see experience 5, string and integer, age 25, employee ID. So you can compare here with first record. See here, age 25, employee, and experience 5. Okay. So this is map type, second map type. And if you come to last one, nested structure, that is address column. If you see here, street and cities string type, and pin code integer type. And if you see this data type, struct, and inside that, what we have, street is string type, city is string type, and pin code is integer type. So whatever we passed here, no, so same thing it is displaying here. So since it is struct type, no, so here data type also is showing struct, and inside struct we have 3 fields: street string, city string, pin code, integer. So same thing here. If you try to expand this, see here, same thing it is coming. So if you expand this one, see here, street, city, pin. Okay, so like this, you can add the fields to an empty struct type by using this add method. So that's all about this video, how to add fields, or you can fields of data to an empty struct type. If you really like this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you.